like nervous. Why am I nervous? Okay, what's up? Today we're gonna be doing a fucking podcast because we are quarantining. We're bored.
Social distancing.
Social distancing. I think we're killing the game.
Absolutely.
So our name is basically COVID, in brackets, 19 and under the influence. And we're doing that. Why are we doing that? Please explain.
I would like to say that we're doing that just because this whole thing is going to be about our experiences.
Truth.
Being 19.
Truth.
And also with the whole pandemic going on, we're going to shed some light on that.
We're going to shed some light on that, and we're going to shed some light on being not alcoholics. We're definitely not. But enjoying a good drink every now and then before this pandemic. Am I right?
Totally.
So let's begin with our first topic. I haven't.
Let's introduce ourselves.
Oh yeah, we haven't even done that. Okay, yeah. You go ahead, girly.
Okay, I'm Jacqueline.
It's so
I'm
cute.
gonna say a little bit about myself.
Yeah.
I am 19 and currently not under the influence.
No, she's not. That's good. I am Annabelle. I am also 19 and I'm also not under the influence because sobriety, you know, it's here, it's present. Let's get it going, you know?
Yeah.
Let's get it started. Anyways, so yeah, that's who we are. We are just chillin' girlies. We're Canadian girlies living in Canada, and we're just trying to get freaky with it.
Yeah, you said it, girly.
Trying to get jiggy with it.
Tell them.
I'm gonna tell them. So, okay, so we have like a little list, because if we didn't have this list, we'd probably just fucking stare at the wall for fucking an hour, let's be honest. So we need a little guideline kind of moment. So number one, we're gonna discuss the time we've been the most fucked up from alcohol. To say like nicely, you know?
To put it simply,
we're gonna discuss how shit-faced we got. I did a YouTube video on this a while ago, I want to say, and like one guy commented and he said I think he was like 40. He looked pretty old by his profile, and he was like, keep up the good work, beautiful, don't drink too much, or some weird shit like that. And I was
you have to listen to him.
And I was like, that's the truth. Ever since then, I listened. And, you know, I've been pretty good at keeping it low-key, but...
on the path to sobriety.
Yeah, but right now, today's not the day. My story is at UVic. I've just talked about it, but whatever. So basically, it was the last night we could party at school, and it was everyone, all my roommates had gotten fucked up, and like they all had their fair share of like, they get fucked up, we take care of them. But now it was my turn, okay girl?
It was your turn to let loose. It
was my turn because I hadn't gotten really shit-faced yet. So they were like, yes, it's your turn, we'll take care of you, all this stuff. And I was like, great, sounds Gucci gang. So I am pounding back shots of tequila. Like, pounding, bro. It was... I remember, like, if I even smelt it now, I would vomit because I know exactly the smell and the taste. It just brings back memes to the max.
Yeah, dude. It's a no-go. It
was white tequila, like the grossest shit I've ever tasted. But I was pounding these hoes back, right? I had like a quarter of a bottle, like a quarter of a 2-6 left, so I knew I was gonna finish that. Pounding these back. Literally, we haven't even left yet. I'm laying on the floor, like, absolutely shittered. And they're like, oh god, girly, like, we have to leave and you're already fucking fucked. And I was just like, no, girls. And I don't know what got over me, but I was like, we have to go, like, let's go. And they were like, no, we don't even know where we're going. And I was like, no, let's get the fuck out of here. So like, just like screaming, and they're like, chill out. So then we text the guys, because every time we went out, we asked the guys where they're going so that we could get in, because otherwise we wouldn't have a way of getting into these parties, because they knew basically everyone on campus because they were huge party people. So we asked them where they were, they told us, we went, okay? So we get to this cluster. It is absolutely filled to the brim of people. I remember like pulling up, seeing hands outside the windows, just like the whole, all the windows were like, what's the like, not foggy, steamy?
Yeah, I guess so.
Steamy from condensation-y from all the, like, the heat and nastiness going on inside. So we get there, we're like, hey, can we get in? And he's like, no, there's a door guy. Obviously he's like, fuck no. And we're like, oh, and then somehow Lizzie and Paige get in, okay? Me and Jill are standing outside and we're like, okay, what the fuck? So I'm like really wasted and I'm like, my backpack's in there. He's like, okay, where is it? I was like, you don't know, like I don't know where it is. He was like, okay. And then I was like, my friends are in there. And he was like, where are your friends? What are their names? And I was like, you don't know that, man. Like, just like pulling shit out of my ass to get in there. And he was not budging, dude. Jill and I were really upset. I was really upset because I was like, this is my night and I can't even get fucking litty right now. So then we're walking back to our cluster, and dude, we see lights, right? We see lights. We see, what else did I see? People, music, yeah. And we're like, oh, that looks kind of bumping. So we go up, and it was in our like complex or whatever, so we didn't have a trouble getting upstairs. We didn't have a trouble what the fuck am I saying? We didn't have trouble getting upstairs. So we get upstairs. I feel like I'm rambling for years and it's literally not okay. But
no, it's all good.
It's a story, right? So I just kind of gotta do that. So we get up to the top. There's like a girl outside. We're like, hey, like, can we come in? We don't know her, by the way. She's like, and we're like, please, like, we really just want to have fun. Like, we're like just telling her, like, literally begging this poor girl to like let us into her place. And finally, out of pity, like pure pity, she was like, sure. So she lets us in. There's literally like 10 people max in there, and they're all just like standing and talking but not partying. And me and Jill get in and we're like, what the fuck is this? And it was a birthday party, dude. Like, they had like banners everywhere, balloons. There was a fucking DJ in this little, it was a cluster. You know how small they are. And there was a DJ. Like, what? And he had like a table set up and everything. And so we're like, what the fuck is this? We don't know anyone. Obviously, they're like, who are these people? Lol. But something hits us and we're like, you know what? Fuck society. So we pound our drinks back and we hit the dance floor, dude, and we fist pump for probably a good 2 hours. No joke. Like, just fucking hitting the shit, right? Like, just, and like, dude, not to flex, not to brag, not to toot my own horn, but like, it was dead. We started jumping on that dance floor. People started coming in hot, dude. Like, we were kind of the life of the party, I'm not gonna lie.
You amped things up.
Dude, we amped things up to the max, and people fucking knew it. Like, people were like surrounding us, not like surrounding us, being like, go, go, but like, we were just the middle, you know? Yeah, like, be like,
it was like a dance.
Yeah. They're like, twerk, bitch. I'm like shaking my shit. No, not like that, but sort of, you know, sort of. The vibes were there. So then we're like having a great time. Everything's Gucci gang. Ew, I gotta stop saying that. And then
Gucci gang.
Lizzie and
you hit clusters.
Yeah, exactly. Lizzie and Paige were like, where are you guys? We're like, oh my god, we're at the sick party, like, you gotta pull through, like, all this stuff. So they come and they're like, this sucks, like, bitching, and we're like, what the fuck, guys? This is a sick party. Like, we were so mad. We were like, this is the best party we've ever been to. And then basically like a fucking gust of wind hits me and I'm like, I need to go vomit my brains out. So I do. I run back to my cluster and I vom for a good, not that long, but still. And then I pass out in my bed and I had to work the next morning, so.
Oh, that's always a good end to a story.
It was really nice. I was like, hey guys, pulling up to work looking fly. But yeah, that was my most drunk experience. I don't remember a lot of the night, to put it simply.
I don't understand how, no shade, obviously no shade to anybody, but like, when you know you have to work the next morning, you're just like, fuck it.
Yeah, low
like,
key.
Whatever.
Yeah, because dude, especially if you work every Saturday, you're gonna, you have to. Like, that was me. I think I worked a lot of Saturdays, so it's not like I wasn't gonna go out with the girls, you know?
Exactly.
I had to do it to them.
Especially on your last night.
Especially, yeah. That's the only reason. Otherwise, I probably wouldn't have.
You're right.
It was the last night, you know, I had to turn up. Ew.
You're right.
Okay, buddy, your turn.
Okay, I don't have a crazy story.
Yes, you do. Shut up.
It's literally not crazy.
It's good.
But I guess I'll just like, okay, so I don't know if other high schools have this, but like last day of like after the graduation ceremony, everyone kind of like gets drunk and like runs around our town, and then just like, you know, just like
gets fucked up.
Yeah. And we call it Hell Night. And so at that point in the semester, or like the term, everyone was just done, especially me, because I don't party a lot, so when I do, it's like, especially in high school, like now I don't feel the same way.
Now you, like, girly, now you turn up.
Now, no. I
no,
turn
you do.
right down.
Really? You would say you partied more in high school than now?
Oh, no. But I mean, like, level of drunkenness. Like, you know, when we go to a club, it's like, I need a shot of water.
Yeah.
Like, I'll get, like, 2 drinks, and I'm just drinking water for the rest of the night, and then I'm, like, completely sober in the club.
Yeah.
Responsible.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that night, everyone kind of, like, let loose, went crazy, including me, and, like,
True.
Yeah, like, I don't drink too much, so, like, I had, what did I drink? I had, like, a Mickey vodka.
Yeah, Mickey. I was like, what's the word again? Mickey. Duh. We love Mickey.
A Mickey, yeah. But I feel like people drink that, like, on like, when they go out, and it's like, oh, I had a Mickey this, and I'm like, are you kidding me?
Okay, I think guys do, and they're fine, but if girls drink a full Mickey, they're probably gonna black out.
Yeah, that's true. I saw someone on, this is a little tangent, I saw someone on Snapchat literally chug half of a Mickey of Fireball in, like, 5 seconds, and I was like, are you insane?
Like, I could never, but I feel like guys, if their tolerance is pretty good, then they can do it, but, like, girls, on the other hand, dude, I don't know.
It was a girl.
But I don't know a single girl that can drink a full Mickey and not get fucked up. You know what I mean?
It all depends on tolerance, I guess, yeah.
True.
But yeah, I had a Mickey vodka, which is a lot, obviously. And then I had like 3 of those tall, like, Rockstar vodkas.
Oh, you had more than a Mickey? I thought you just had the Mickey.
Yeah, no, I had a Mickey and then, like, yeah, like, you know,
3 tall boys?
Drinks that are like the tall ones? Yeah, I had 3 of those.
Yikes.
Yeah. So I was buzzed. I don't even remember, like, that's the only time I've ever been blackout, and I don't remember a lot of the beginning or the end. Like, we just, like, it's just Hell Night. Like, you just run around the town and, like, try and run away from the police. And yeah, there was a lot of police incidents, and, like, we were all, like, running away from them, and they're like, guys, just, like,
go home.
They were like, literally, don't run.
Yeah.
We're like, I'm so sorry. We're literally like, we have open alcohol, we're all underage, and like these cops are like, just have fun, but like stay safe. And it was like, okay, thank you. And I think that was a night when me and my friend, we saw cops coming, and we literally jumped into a ditch.
You did?
Yeah.
What?
I don't remember if that was like the first Hell Night or like the second one, but it was me and Helen, and like we saw cops and we jumped into the ditch, and then they saw us, so they pulled over and they were like, hi, and we were like, hi.
In the ditch, like, hey.
Literally, like, our heads poking up.
That's fucking funny.
Yeah, I don't know. Got kind of crazy. The end of, okay, this is a really embarrassing story, and I don't want to tell it because, like, if anyone, did I ever tell you about this? When I had to go pee, so I went pee in the field across the high school.
Yeah.
And then I, like, put my shorts on inside out.
Oh my god.
So my underwear was on top of my shorts. And I didn't have a shirt on.
Wait,
so
you must have been fucked for this to happen, dude.
Yeah, dude.
Oh my god. I did not know.
You pieced out. You were not there.
Oh, I barely drank that night, and everyone was like, I don't know, it was really, yeah, it was just like, not for me. I was not feeling it that night.
Yeah, I remember seeing you, and I was like, hey, or, yeah, whatever, I was just like talking to you, and then you were like, hi, and then like, I didn't see you at all.
Yeah.
Like, again.
We were on different wavelengths.
We were, for sure.
Yeah.
But it was just really embarrassing, because yeah, like, okay, my underwear was on top of my shorts, and then I had no t-shirt on. And then I, like, removed my underwear, and then I left it in the grad parking lot.
Oh my god. Dude, next morning you pull up to class, you see your undies.
Someone was talking about it, and I'm like, that's oh no. So, like,
you just exposed the fuck out of yourself.
So embarrassing.
Someone's like, whose thong is that? You're like, ew, not mine.
Gross. Goes to pick it up.
You like quickly put it in your pocket, you go wash it at home.
I literally did.
Oh, you did?
I think I skipped the rest of the day and like went out when no one else was outside, and I looked around and I was like, yoink, you know.
Oh, that's funny as shit. Well, the whole thing with Hell Night is that like it's like you basically the guys will like vandalize. That's like why the cops come, because they'll like graffiti buildings and like jump on top of the like the I don't know, the little change room area and stuff. So that's why they like chase you the whole time, and that's why it's like such a fun time. It's because like you just do shit you're not supposed to.
Yeah, exactly.
And with the cops, it adds like so much adrenaline, I feel like, because normally it's like whatever, but like then they come and it's like you just want to like run away and like be a bad teenager, you know?
These poor cops, they're like, okay, here we go again.
Yeah, but I mean, what else do they do here? You know what I'm saying?
You're right.
Like all they do is all they do is fucking go to houses, be like, you're too loud, and like maybe on a crazy night they'll like, you know, have something else, but for the most part they pretty much chill out all day.
Yeah, totally.
That's a fun story. I did not know the fucking underwear thing.
Yeah.
That's
so
funny.
The underwear thing happened. And then I don't know, the entire night I was literally going around like hugging people, and I was like telling him how hot he was. It was really embarrassing, and I like was hugging him a bunch. And then the next part that I remember is like me laying in the field, and I was kind of like on my side, and then like every literally not even exaggerating, like every like 20 seconds for about like 10 minutes I would say I don't even know, like it was a while I feel like, but I was like laying in the field by myself, and I was just like throwing up. Like I would turn over to throw up, and then I would like lay in my throw up, and then I would just keep throwing up. Yeah, and then the sprinklers came on, and the people that were on that field, they pieced out. They're like, oh, they're like, let's get off the field, you know?
Yeah.
I stayed, and then Helen and Graydon had to come and like drag me out of the field, and then they put me in a cab, and I think at that point I was like, no, I don't want to go, but they put me in a cab, and then they took me, I threw up in the cab, in my bag, on my phone and my vape.
Oh my god.
And then we got to Helen's, and then her boyfriend carried me up the stairs, and I didn't even know that. So when I saw him the next morning, I was like, well, what the fuck? Like, where did you come from? He's like, I've been here all along. And yeah, so then the next day I went to school still drunk.
We love that shit. Dude, yeah, I was definitely still drunk when I pulled up to work, definitely. Like, definitely. That's funny. I did not know that story. Well, I knew like
a lot of things happened.
I knew that you were really drunk, but I didn't know about the whole sprinkler and the underwear. You got a free shower though.
I did get a free shower, but I don't remember that at all, because then Helen told me like the next day, and she was like, yeah, like you were laying in the field, the sprinklers came on, you would not move, and I'm like, oh. That's
funny as shit.
Yeah.
Oh my god, you know what I remember about that? I remember Abby having a that was Hell Night number 2, I think. Or no.
No, Abby's was the first one.
Oh yeah, that was Hell Night number 2. So Jackie's was number 2, and then we had a number 1 that was at the beginning of the year.
Yeah.
And there was like this girl from our grade had this party. Everyone was invited, all my friends, whatever. And like not me, right? And I was like, I
wasn't invited.
You weren't invited, but like a bunch of people, like Jill was invited, Paige was invited, all them.
It sucks when your friend group is
exactly invited. Right? So, and like I don't know what you were doing, but I wanted to go to Abby's, and so I texted her and I was like, hey, like, do you mind if I come? And she was like, oh, I'm so sorry, like, we have too many people or some bullshit like that. So I was like, cool. So I like remember I was just sitting in my bed, like fucking on my ass doing nothing, and my friends were like, oh, you gotta come, like whatever, just come in, like Abby's not even, no one's like checking the door or whatever, like just come. So I went, right? And I pull up and I'm just like, hey guys, whatever. They're so happy that I'm there, like drunk as shit, obviously not sober. They're like, oh my god, whatever. And I see Abby, and she's like mad at me, like they're like, oh shit, Abby's mad at you. And I was like, why? Like, what kind of bullshit is this? So I go up to her and I'm like, hey, I'm really sorry, like that I'm here, but like, you know, all my friends are here, like I was doing nothing, like hopefully it's not a big deal, right? Because it's not, it's fucking not. And it was an outdoor party, by the way. It wasn't like inside where it was all crammed. Like literally there was No one was like, it wasn't that many people.
Yeah, literally, and it's one person. It's not like you're like, hey everyone, come on over.
Exactly. It's not like I'm bringing like a bunch of people. So I like apologized, and she's like, you know what, it's fine. Like, you're here now. Like, it's fine. And I was like, okay, fuck you. I was just like, why are you even mad? Like, what? Like, if someone comes to my, like, I remember I had a party once and a bunch of people that I did not invite came, but I wasn't like, why are you here? Like, I didn't give a fuck, right?
Yeah.
So I was just like, you should not be mad, especially for a hell night. It's not like some regular Friday night, right, where I pull up.
Yeah, exactly.
It's a big night. So yeah, that was kind of annoying, but whatever.
In the past, but yeah, I mean, like, I don't know. I was gonna, like, yeah, it's just one person, right? Like, and it's not like she has some beef with you, because if she didn't like you, then I get it.
Yeah.
But also, it's like
maybe she didn't like me, but I didn't know that.
Yeah, but like, did you ever get into into drama with her? Or anything?
Never, literally never.
Yeah, so I don't know.
Such bulls, but you know, our high school is very like. I mean, we'll touch on that later, but our high school was very cliquey, just like most high schools. And, like, the popular people are in their group and they don't want anyone in there. Like, it's just very, very, like, classic, you know?
Yeah.
So, I guess that makes sense. Next, we're gonna touch on a little bit of COVID, even though everyone fucking talks about it and it's boring and we get it, you know, like, what is there to say other than the fact that it's really fucking shitty and it's really sad, but I don't know, I guess we can touch on, like, how we're dealing with it and what we're doing. Jackie, if you wanna start.
Like, the only things that I miss is just, like, seeing people.
Yeah.
And, like, going out occasionally, but, like, school's canceled, I don't have to work, which is not good, because I want a paycheck, but, like, you know, like, now I have an excuse to just, like, lay in my bed all day. Obviously, there's a fucking pandemic, and it's horrible. I'm, like, pulling a Vanessa Hudgens.
You're like, you know, like, people are gonna die, but...
But, like, I respect it.
Oh my god, like, that video is fucking hysterical.
I want me caramel mocha.
Like,
you know?
dude, I respect it? What do you mean? What do you mean?
She's like, I can respect it? It's like, yeah.
Yeah, that part's that's a funny ass. So cringe.
But I mean, like, you know, you ever, like, are so overwhelmed and you're just like, I just want to lay in bed all day.
Mm-hmm.
And, like, have everything else, like, have no responsibilities. That's literally what's going on right now.
Yeah. Especially
since we're so young. It's like, obviously it sucks not being able to, like, do things that we would normally do, but I mean, like, I'm not, everything's good over here.
Yeah.
I really don't mind.
Yeah.
But, like, it will suck once it's, because it's gonna last for so long, like, until, like, midsummer, if not the end of summer, so it's like, that will suck for sure.
Yeah.
But at the moment, I don't know, online school is alright, but it's keeping me occupied. I've been playing a lot of Property Brothers.
True.
What?
I said true.
Yeah. Gotta decorate those houses.
Yeah.
I've been playing a lot of RuneScape. I've been cooking a lot. I made enchiladas tonight.
She did. They looked fucking bomb, I'm not gonna lie.
So good.
Were they really good?
So good.
Oh, dude,
They were so good.
Did you put, like, cheese in that hoe?
Yeah, I did.
Yum. That sounds so good.
Yeah, cheese, and then, like, the Beyond Meat with, like, a little green chili, like, onion, black bean vibes, and enchilada sauce. It was really good.
That sounds Mud City Central.
It was Mud Central.
I love that.
But yeah, no, I mean, like, it's whatever. It's time to catch up and, like, chill, you know?
Yeah.
Do hobbies.
Exactly. I agree.
Even though I don't have any.
Yeah, it really makes you fine. Like, you're like, okay, I gotta get a fucking hobby now.
Can I paint?
Like, maybe I'll be a pottery girl. Like, you literally are like, I guess I'll draw a fucking flower right now.
Literally me, I was like, should I draw flowers right now?
No, legit. You're so bored. But, I don't know. It's like, for me, it's like, it's boring as shit, but it's also really scary because, like, especially right now at the rate it's going, like, it just is terrifying. Like, I'm so afraid that anyone I know will get it, or like that I'll get it, and it just is scary as shit. And people, I just don't understand people that are going to the beach and going out with a bunch of like their friends and stuff. Like obviously go with your family or whatever, like maybe on a walk, but like a bunch of people to the beach, my dude, is not the move at
I know,
all.
and they're like, oh, like quarantine, like because they're outside. It's like,
but it's like it's not. Yeah, like I see a bunch of posts that are like, you know, it's not for you, it's for the other people that can be affected, which I totally agree with. Like it's like yeah, you may be fucking chilling, but like you don't know who hasn't, like you don't know who you could spread it to and all this stuff. I don't know, it's just scary.
Exactly, yeah. So like, I mean, like if people start to fucking listen and like stop going outside or like gathering in large groups, you know, and then it's like, I don't know, people are just being so selfish. And I feel like being in Vancouver, I don't know, I don't know how like legit this is, but like since we've had such nice weather like during this quarantine, so it's like everyone's fucking going outside, like going to the beach and shit, and it's like, guys,
and I get it, it's hard not to, especially with the weather, but it's like, go outside, go for a walk, whatever, yeah, but do not go with a bunch of people, my dude. Like that's all you need to do. Like if you want to go outside, go to the beach, whatever, but just don't go with a bunch of people, you know?
Exactly, yeah.
That's all you gotta do. Like go with one person and that's it.
And like, yeah, but even that, like, I don't know, man, because like everyone kind of has the same idea, but I think English Bay or like one of the beaches in Vancouver, all of them, I don't know, they removed like the logs, so like no one can. But like I saw photos on Reddit and stuff of Vancouver, like just like beaches and like walks and like populated parts of Vancouver, and they're just like so many people, and it's like,
guys, fucking don't do that shit, my dude. Yeah. Like what else do they have to do? They have to fucking close all the beaches now because like your ass keeps going? Like fuck off. COVID, yeah, it's been shitty. Hopefully it gets better. Like praying for everyone out there if anyone's watching this. Like gosh, it's a scary moment, but like hopefully we get through it and everything is and hopefully it's fast, you know? Let's just like please fuck off. Like please, for the love of God, just fuck off. COVID.
I know, but even when it's over, like, is it gonna be over? Like, are we gonna go out and it's gonna be, like, safe again? Like, probably not. Like, what if everyone goes out and then, like, someone has it?
That's the thing. It's gonna be, like...
Everyone need...
Go ahead, I'm sorry.
I was gonna say, like, does everyone need to be vaccinated or, like, tested before they can go outside? Because it's, like, it'll still spread. I mean, I guess they're looking for a vaccine, right? And then that will kind of... Exactly.
Plus, I think if it does get better, then it's gonna be a really slow, sort of, like, gradual process to where, like, a little like not everything's gonna open. I feel like it's just gonna be, and plus even when it does open, like I don't think, well hopefully not everyone's just gonna fucking go out like crazy. Actually that's probably gonna happen, but hopefully it doesn't. I don't know.
I probably won't, you know, like I won't like like as much as I want to, I don't know, we'll see.
We'll see, exactly. It's all about how it's gonna get down.
I got an email from my work and they were saying like they want to try and open at the end of this month.
What? So no, that's not happening.
They're like maybe like June. So I don't know. It's a very like, obviously no one knows the timeline, but
well, I'm telling you right now, milestones, that's not gonna happen. Like,
true.
I'm sorry.
It's too fast.
Yeah, exactly. So next I want to touch on, I mean we kind of already talked about this a tiny bit, but our high school hierarchy. because listen here guys. High school in most cases for most people is very, you know, popular, the nerds, the whatever, the jocks, all this shit. But I don't know, I want to touch on where we were and how people treated us, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And like who our friends were and whatever. So yeah, I mean go ahead, girly. Why don't you start?
I mean, I don't know. I feel like our high school, because I went to school in Vancouver until grade 9, and it was so different. Like our high school was so like the epitome of like a TV show high school. Like,
really?
Yeah, like it's very, I don't know, like the first time I walked in, it was just like these blonde girls with short hair.
Oh, you're talking about SD. I thought you were talking about your old high school. I was like, what? Okay, now I get it.
Like SDS, yeah.
Yeah, sorry.
But yeah, like, the first time I walked into, like, register or whatever, I don't even know how that process works. Like, there were just these, like, group of, like, blonde girls, and they were wearing, like, denim shorts and, like, plaid around their, like, the TNA red plaid around their waist, and I'm just like, wow.
So classic.
Shock. But yeah.
Well, especially because you went to school in Van, obviously you had a lot more... Diversity, thank you, I forgot it. And where we live, and where we went to high school, it's just very white. Literally all white people, and so, yeah, you just get the same fucking cliche, classic kind of people. You know what I mean?
Totally.
Yeah.
I mean, like, in our grade, you could count on one hand how many Asian people there were. Yeah.
Hella international students, though.
Yeah, hella. But, like, non-international, like, Asian students.
True.
Or even any other people that aren't white.
True.
Like, literally a handful of them.
Legit.
So it was weird.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I don't know, high school was fine for me. I, like, really stayed out of the... I was not involved in any sort of scenes, you know, any sort of, like, big drama moments. I had my friend group from day one, and then I just kind of, like, stuck with them.
Yeah.
And I don't know. Because, I mean, like, obviously there's drama within, like, your friend group, but anything else, like...
Yeah.
Regarding, like, all the other, like, popular people, like, it was... You know, you're not really involved in it because you're not in it, you know?
Yeah. And, like, and you came later, so you sort of, you just, like, stuck with your friends, and, like, you didn't really give a fuck, and, like, who does? No one does, except for the popular people. But, like, I feel like that helps, to, like, I don't know, if you, like, are later, then, like, you just really don't give a shit. But yeah, you had, like, a pretty chill vibe. You were friends with Helen, who she's, like, very well known for, in our high school at the time, for being, like, hella smart. Like, probably the smartest person in our grade, let's be honest.
That's true. I mean, like, I'm sure there were other people, but, like, I can't think of any right now.
Exactly. You know? Like, she was just so fucking, like, just knows everything, and, like, everyone knew she wanted to be, like, a doctor, and, like, it was just, like, very well known, and, like, yeah. But
she's a smart cookie. Yeah, I know. I don't know. I feel like I had a good high school experience. There's nothing really that I would change.
Yeah. That's good.
Yeah.
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 Mine was only different because I went to that same high school. Oh my god, my battery's gonna die.
How long have we been doing this?
I think like 35 minutes maybe.
Really? Let me check.
Okay, whatever. We'll just fucking finish it until the battery dies out. But basically, I had gone to the same high school for the whole of high school. What the fuck am I saying? So...
In elementary school, like, you knew all these people.
Exactly. I knew who was going there, whatever. So I went in being, like, this little grade 7... Also, high school for us starts in grade 8. I know a lot of people have, like, middle school and all that shit, but we don't. So we just went straight to high school from grade 7. And, basically... I had this, like, you know, cute little mindset, you know, I'm never gonna smoke, never gonna drink, all this stuff. Literally, grade 8 comes around and sis is smoking J's left and right. Basically, I became a stoner. I was friends with all the stoners, as the quote. And yeah, I was a nasty little angsty 13-year-old who thought she was so cool. Like, I thought I was so cool. It's not even funny.
Dude, same.
Rocking, like, my brother's hoodies, leggings, white Vans, you know. I just thought I was hot shit. Looking at photos now, I'm like... Sorry, no, go ahead.
I was gonna say, like, when you hit grade 8, you're like, oh my god, I'm in high school. Like, this is so cool. These are, like, the classes I'm in high school. It's, like... Because, like, you know, whenever, like, you would go to a high school tour when you were in elementary?
Yeah.
And you were like, whoa, look at all these, like... tall people, you know? That's literally, and then, like, you're in it and you think you're the shit, because I was the same in grade 8.
Legit. Little number? Okay, guys, so, this is so fucking weird, but basically the camera is about to die. I tried screen recording, it didn't work, and it doesn't record the audio, so now we're resorting to a little cheeky outro like this. Thanks for, tuning in, I guess. Hopefully I'll figure out a fucking better way to do this, all this shit, because it's a lot. Peace, I guess? Bye!